Well, this is an experiment because one of the cameras, well, the camera we usually use, has it has been flaky and now it's really flaky. So now I just threw together an ad hoc plan. Topic today is could
The
be anything.
Trumpster.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be him.
Okay. Should be. We've kind of rehearsed it twice
I've been
now.
reading comments on the internet about people saying you shouldn't be wishing him ill. It's like, well, wouldn't it be accurate to say that if we all wish he was not elected, we're wishing him ill? Won't there be a lot of bad things, ill things happening to him if he's not elected? So I don't quite get it when people say, "Oh, you shouldn't be wishing the man ill," when he's sick. It's
Maybe.
like, well, he's been sick mentally for a long time, and we've been wishing him a lot of ill stuff.
Yeah. I don't think it matters because if he's charged with whatever and he goes to jail, all of his buddies have been sprung from jail and now they're under house arrest, which means he'd be in his golden tower having
a golden shower.
into his golden toilet.
I think there's an argument to be made. Now, this is tongue-in-cheek. There's an argument to be made that it would be better for Trump to just get sick and die than to survive COVID and then spend the rest of his life fighting court cases that leave him locked in his golden tower with a ankle bracelet.
No, he'd like that.
He'd like that? You think he'd enjoy
Play
that, really?
golf on his computer. He could play virtual golf.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, death is too... death would
kind.
prevent him from having a epiphany and
Yes.
realize, oh, I've been a horrible person.
I don't think narcissists have that. They don't have that. But they do go through life scared to death with a very low self-esteem. As we know
Well,
from
that's
the one
torture.
narcissist we know.
We know a narcissist. Actually, funny enough, speaking of that, there was a reemergence of a lot of hostility toward the narcissist that we know very well. Yeah. But they don't get it.
No, they'll never get it. Anyway, I feel sorry for all the people who were exposed to Trump. Now we're finding out he knew Hope Hicks had a positive diagnosis, and he went anyway to a fundraiser. So all those people at the fundraiser have to be notified. And then it goes back several events to the Rose Garden announcement of the Supreme Court judge.
And I read something that he had an awareness before that some event, like that
He wasn't
I
feeling
forget
well.
exactly, that he was aware something was going on before in a couple events, so...
Yep, they had the diagnosis of Hope Hicks, and he wasn't feeling that great. So the CDC was standing by to do the contact tracing.
Mm-hmm.
They have not been given any go-ahead from the White House or lists of people or anything. So now the local governments have been working from what the reporters have been telling them about who is positive, so they can start to try and contact trace. So he's even bungling this.
And in other news, there's a governor, was it Michigan? I think the governor of Michigan recently was told somebody challenged the governor's right to impose orders for health and safety about COVID, and the finding was the governor was found to not be allowed to do it. And I read that and I was like, oh, really? So if I'm the governor of a state and they say you don't have the authority to tell people they can only have small groups, you don't have the authority to tell people that they cannot have a tavern open or a restaurant open, you don't have any authority like that to do anything like that, to not limit public assembly and stuff. If you don't have any of that as the governor, if that's the finding, what do you do? Do you just go, say, well, we're just going to run a media campaign saying this is my recommendation? And
It went to the top of their court. Do they have Supreme Courts
I
in
guess
the States?
a state Supreme Court or whatever it went to. So, but I mean, if I was the governor, would I want to waste my time battling that, or would I want to be doing something else? It's like, okay, fine. You guys just told me I don't have the power to try to protect the populace. All right. And then my thought would be, I make it really clear. Maybe I buy bunches of billboards saying this action was taken by these people, and they have forbidden me from attempting to ensure your safety. And I'm
If
just
you
gonna,
die, please sue the following.
I'm just not going to be involved in that anymore, other than to say these are my recommendations.
There's some. Who's Chris Christie? Do you know?
He was the governor of New Jersey when we were down there for the big double superstorm and got kicked out.
Right. So he's tested positive, because he was coaching Trump with his debate stuff.
Oh, good.
He took himself to the hospital to be admitted because he has asthma, even though he has very mild symptoms or none. So the outrage is everyone else who died, the 200,000, could not just walk in and say, I have a pre-existing condition. I'm just going to, stay here. Like, so they died in emergency, or they died in their homes, or they died wherever they died and were shipped out in batches to refrigerated trucks. And this guy's just,
So claims of preferential treatment.
Yeah. Also, Trump is getting a bunch of...
Preferential special treatment. Yeah.
No hydroxychloroquine, though.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
Interesting.
All right, we're going to wrap that up.
Good luck, Trump Meister.
May what should happen, it is what it is, happen.
May the force be with you.
Or something.
Bye-bye.
I hope all of the American people get a benefit from whatever happens to Trump. That's all I hope.
Yes.
Bye.